Hello, guys. So, welcome to the broadcast of the match between Arsenal and Fulham. We don't just end now, and the match ended 2-2 for both sides. So, everybody take 1 point. So, nobody made it for the studio. I did here with Baba Sato and I did here with Oga Samuel. So, Baba Sato, let me start from you. I can see the match, the second half.
Boss, I don't know rubbish I want call I don't know, my brother.
Yeah,
'Cause the reason why I know that na rubbish I want call I don't know. Even the boy, even paying the boy. But the truth is that the game really go well on the Fabio Vieira. You see where we dey try to say me that they give some people chance. Wetin Vieira come do for today match him with Zichenko, most especially that
yeah,
Fabio, the guy
yeah,
changed the
Vieira.
match
And
completely.
in
And
Ketia,
yes, Iketi, yes. Kudos to Iketia.
yeah,
One thing about this Arsenal side, now wetin the commentator dey talk, just now they no get sense. If they know they lead, they all can go relax. This is the
Yes.
reason
yeah,
we make these people, we make these people even recollect. They don't go relax themselves, say make they play defensive. Every time I want defense one game. Baba, I don't know what I want talk. Me, I feel reason myself. Ah, man.
yeah. All right, Oga Samuel dey here, Oga Terence dey here, Oga Chinedu dey, Oga Joker dey. So, Baba Samuel, I just see the match.
The game pay me. My body they shake. My body they shake. Tension. The tension too much. The game really pay me. The game pay me. The game pay me. We don't even win this game already now. We don't win now. They play well. They play well. Now wait till the top is this. They say if there's me they change, me they put better people. Then they put Harvard for game. Yeah, see as game change. See as game change.
Change
Not that many.
instantly.
Not that many minutes.
Ah,
You know what I mean? That's why they talk be this. How about they play well, but still need to they add to in game. They really play well. That the way
so
they take
ask
relax.
me again, my brother. Me and Teta, they may know they use tribalism, may they quick change, they no guesses. Now Teta has spoiled this game. Come out Harvest, come out and put better people, come out Martinelli,
Come on, Harvard. You know.
Martinelli, come
Uh,
people don't they flop. Not be only they want play. You see only the time when they change, where you also change that Harvest, where the
see,
Fabio take come. You see the game balance.
Baba, Baba Sato,
They're not saying not good. But
before
when somebody is weak, or when not perform, try come out and bring other substitute. We will raise up the game. I didn't say Harvest is not good, but it don't tire. They quick make your changes. You understand?
Harvard good. Harvard good for your own side. It's good for your own side. But this game, we need people that are fast, that are spacey. See when this
Okay.
guy enters, see as everything change. See as everything change. It's good for your own side, but I still talk and say it's need to they do assist. You need to they act in games. Before they change them, they give him ball. They ball they pass to him. Wait for face front. He go they pass back. Wait for they forget they for don't score us ourselves.
Yeah,
How they
that's true.
talk.
Yeah.
Now they he go the
Correct.
face front. So they really play well, but this game pay me. My baby they shake. Tension too much. Oh,
All right, so
I
Oga
get
Chinedu, I just see the match.
Baba, just like Baba Sato and Oga Samuel say, the tension was too much, and
ah.
I think Arteta is enough is enough for this experimentation. He needs
Minor.
to change. He needs to change when he's supposed to change quick. And look at Nketiah. You know, we need folks goal poachers, folks we go just ginger get this goal. Now what thing Nketiah was doing, and I mean it's unfortunate that we drew this game. We doesn't supposed to draw. It's a winning game. We're
Honestly.
supposed to win, but unfortunately we draw. You know, and
Yeah.
that's good changes. He made a good changes.
Very good.
Look at Vieira.
Yeah.
Vieira is languishing on the bench. This guy has a lot of things. Like Baba Sato say, enough is enough for this tribalism from Arteta. You
Minor,
know, it's like
tribalism. They fucked
Arteta
up.
has his own people where he like,
And
select. And
the truth
every
is that
game,
Arteta is the cause of why they insult Harvest. Not be
yes,
say that guy
every
not good.
day,
The guy don't tire, come out and bring other person, they don't
yes.
see error.
Every day, every match, if it's not Martinelli, when you see Martinelli is making mistake, change
Yeah,
him
come
quickly.
out. Yeah,
Come on, when you bench him, you go dead serious. If you bench him 2 games, you go dead serious.
you
That's
stupid
Arsenal.
human being.
This is not a draw. This is not a draw. This should be a winning game. Check out the position,
Honestly.
everything. The accuracy of the passes from Arsenal was
It's
90%. Everything was in order, but unfortunately, we drew this game. But 7 points. Let's move on to the next game.
All right. So, Oga Terence, what do you take? See, I take see the match. Do we take end?
Yeah, it is a pity that it ended this way, like 2-2. You know, it is our time where Arteta will stop all these telling the boys like, no, they give them that instruction. So when they don't the lead, may they reduce the tempo of the game, may they can't go for more defending than attacking. I they talk I'm always the best way to attack, the best way to defend is to
Not
attack.
to attack, my
Assuming they
brother.
continue, assuming they continue the way where they attack Fulham since the beginning of that first half to even when they started the second half. Assuming they continue after they don't get that 2 goals, they continue like that. As in, I don't think say any way for the way Fulham for they come into the game, but it is what it is. It has been played and a draw. I think this one don't show say Vieira don't actually justify himself against last season because of say when he talk say maybe because they not start preseason this thing with them. That's why his form actually dropped. Now we see the flashes of Vieira. Mainly when Vieira, Zichenko, and Nikita came into the game. We saw the tempo of the game. It was a very high tempo, and we got the equalizer. We were actually on the driving seat until that end. But to me, I think the referee was a little bit biased in that their second goal, that equalizer that they made. Because to every human, even the commentator said it, that would have been a free kick to Martinelli because he actually put Martinelli down. For God's sake, why would that man go and give a corner for, as in, it was just so unfortunate. But it is what it is. Maybe we should go back to our drawing board, look at where we got it wrong, actually look for a possible solution, then look forward to our next game against Manchester United and probably get a victory against them and continue the season. That is what it is.
You still come
Alright,
from
so
nowhere.
Oga Joka.
You still come from nowhere, still with their match. Now make this match pay me.
Oga
Carry.
Joka, I take the match.
My opinion might be different.
No, you are entitled to that.
Yeah, but no, make nobody kill me, Jerry. The game was the way it's supposed to be. I like that tension in that game because that was what make it exciting. The changes was made at the right time and the right players was changed. To my own opinion, like waiting Ogatere is just talking about Fabio Vieira. I just see the glimpse of Fabio Vieira. The guy is a sharp guy, with the ball. So, but overall, Arsenal played very well. It's quite unfortunate that these people equalized this game. They played very, very, very well. I don't see why we'll be killing ourselves in this game. Arsenal played very well. They dominated the game. They get equalizer. They were winning until these people now equalize. I will shift the blame on the players and not Arteta. Arteta did what he's supposed to do, and he get the winning he wanted. And then the players, on a platter of gold, give away their 3 points. So why will you blame Arteta? Okay, let's say Arteta made a mistake in the first half, which every coach can make the same mistake. Then on the second half, he corrected his error and he got a result. Then the players did what? It is the duty of the players to protect their win. If they so clamor for that 3 points, I don't see the reason why that they should allow that goal enter. They should, form a rock of Gibraltar. In that post. So why would is Arteta playing the game? We see the effect of Arteta on the pitch when they equalize the game and when they start winning the game. So why would the players now conceive the goal and everything will now go to the coach? Is the coach the one playing? If they carry out Arteta's instruction, do you think that we should just equalize this game? No coach want to lose or even draw, because if they don't do what they're supposed to do, who are they going to sack? The manager. They don't sack the players, so why will you blame the manager? So let's blame the players, because if we blame the players, they will look at their individual errors and then work on themselves and improve in their next game. So overall, they played very well in as much as they make so many individual errors at first half, and then do not up their game when they see that they are leading. You understand? So far, I will blame the bias of the referee as well, because if you look at that game very well, you can tell that the referee was a little bit biased with his decisions. So let's not just forget that and put our blames where it's supposed to, not on Arteta.
All right, forgot you don't talk very, very. No, I just keep quiet, make everybody talk. So make me say if I talk how I see the game because all of us see the game differently. Now, first of all, I support Ogajoka line of thought, and I want to add something. You don't blame the manager for not changing people on time. The manager changed people on time. The right time we're supposed to change them, now he changed them. And the players when bring in, come inside, equalize, score. Now the players couldn't bring in and make the impact. The second half was fantastic. It was better than the first half. They lead 2-1. Shana Arteta said when the one cross, when they don't go mark Poliha. Is that Arteta's job? Now you go tell them where to stand. It is their fault. We're supposed to be calling out the defenders that were not focused enough to go and mark Poliha and the player score. Talking about, I see many comments about Kai Havertz. And when somebody talk, they talk say Havertz is the best player. But when a match finishes and you only call one player, that player is the only person that is at fault, that is where I find it wrong. For today's match now, so Havertz is the only person when make us draw 2-2. Is that what you're telling me? Only Havertz. Nobody talked about why did Arteta start Trossard instead of Nketiah. Nobody said that. Nobody so far has talked about why did Saka do that wrong pass that make us concede. Don't you know that when we conceded the first goal, it changed our plan? It changed our approach. Nobody said that. That's why I just keep quiet. We can listen to everybody. Nobody's talking about that. You're only concerned about Havertz. Is Havertz the only player playing against this Fulham? That is where I say some people are biased. Don't allow your preconceived hatred of Havertz block or cloud your judgments. There are 11 players on the pitch. What about the mistimed passes that we did in the first half? That almost led to a goal against us. Nobody see all those ones. Come on. Okay, now we have Havertz don't come up for the first half. So now Havertz time make us lose that corner with the two scores. They say Havertz stay there and they will say, why Havertz don't go mark Poliha? Come on now. For me, I don't see any place to blame Arteta, only one place. And that one place is this. Why? Because now we are talking from the power of insight because the match don't end 2-2. So now we can say, why did you start Trossard ahead of Nketiah? That is a question. It doesn't get opportunity now to stay in front of Arteta for press conference now. Like the first question me I go ask and say, Nketiah is sharp. This guy played the first 2 matches. He scored 1. I think it was Nketiah did that first half. That urgency, because I don't know when I watched the second half, there was this urgency when we made that changes. Look at Zinchenko. Why did Zinchenko not start? As Zinchenko enter, Fabio Vieira enter, and Nketiah enter, the 3 of them, they were on fire. They changed the game. I mean, it is something that is very, very visible. And for people when they talk, say, Fabio Vieira don't do that. Baba, I just one match. We could wait, make him play more. This is the same Fabio Vieira that we condemn in this studio. Many fans condemn him in the comment section that he was a flop last season. This is a new season. Everybody's singing his praises after this game back. That is how life is. But for me, I would say for this match, Fabio did fantastically well, but I will not sing his praises too high. Let us wait till we start him. Remember, we are always saying, start Trossard, play well for preseason.
Exactly.
Start him. At the end of the day, today, how far Trossard?
I talk about it in the
how far Trossard?
Sacho never talk.
And you don't talk. Let me first talk now. When talk. Say no get much to say. Sam can't talk. No, make Let's talk. Wait, to play here. Calm down. Okay, let's say you have the floor. I just see the match.
Well done, everybody.
You're welcome.
My own opinion, I swear to God, CHUKS, everybody, if Arteta continue with this useless formation when they play.
God bless you. Now they come.
This one not be preseason, no. This is Premiership.
Yeah.
They play party for 2. They play because they buy rice 100 million. That rice have been play ball each party from that midfield. I swear to God, if you continue with this useless formation against Man U, then go beat us blue and black. I swear. See,
I agree.
Take anything better for Old Trafford. They go beat us blue black. If you try this formation, make it triumph against Man U.
I agree with you about that side. All right, Baba Sato, you have the floor once again.
Okay, I want my question goes to 2 people here. The 2 people now, one CHUKS, secondly Ogajoka. Una no go fit expect everybody will go through their own line of thought or the one that they see.
Exactly.
That's one.
Exactly.
2, we say when I say Arteta spoil this match, where Oga Joka and Oga Sachu, the terms Arteta no spoiler for a start. Thank God, say my brother even talk out now. For playing this lineup at all is the architect of our problem of
He's
this
the
match.
architect of the problem.
Is
This
the
is
architect.
not
That's the
Preseason.
reason he's spoiler. If not they look on at that angle now, for look on, is the architect of the problem because he's the coach.
Okay.
Now he will take the blame, so I have the right to put that same blame on now. Say that he's spoiler. Secondly, when we talk
Okay.
about Kai Havertz, I never say Kai Havertz is not good or whatever. When player is not doing well, throw it off. When Martinelli is not doing well, throw it off. These two
I
people
agree.
was not in this match. Okay, you see her now. When you pitch, when game one start, when you know say the game not they go well, say Trossard not they do well. Not be every. This is what I was trying to say for the previous one. Say not be good for first half, good for second half. As
No two halves are equal.
Trossard, thank you. As they always score for second half, if they do well, not me say if he start for first half, he will do well. I'm talking about Trossard.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
that's what Trossard. So I thought Trossard was not doing well. Any as we used to start match, I think it was I don't know who talk among of us say if I started at a year or so. Say don't they make change. I don't know who talk again. That time. Say don't they year or so. So immediately change am. As you see, Martinelli know they do well. He go immediately change am. As Kai Havertz not they do well, he go quickly change am.
Yes.
Quickly. So this match go balance. When they talk about Pablo, say Pablo do well. That's the truth. When you see who do well, we go praise him. We'll soon not do well, we will still talk out. When we insert that guy, insert Zinchenko, insert Nketiah, you see the game balance. You understand? And when that score finish, when I know they lead 2-1, what can come over now? I say, when I want to go they play defensive game now.
That is the question. I want us to emphasize on.
That is the question, Baba Sato. Okay, now, Baba Sato, for this thing when you talk now, who do you blame? Do you blame Arteta or do you blame the players for relaxing?
If you see what if you see
Wait,
make Baba Sato round off. Then Oga Terence Baba Sato round off. Wait, when Baba Sato round off. Baba Sato round off.
You still when they talk, they say Arteta and I be the cause. They are because we say Arteta supposed to tell them say as this information as soon as don't they lead, Mona keep on say they do that pressing. You understand? No need for maybe defensive game. Fulham don't get red card.
Okay.
This one an opportunity to Nena. You understand? Unfortunately, the game although should that go, I don't get anybody when I blame that go why you're storm I make can come. Because maybe we don't know where that go past come. You understand? So the truth is that just like the way my chairman talk just now, say if Arteta continue to play this information, my brother, I think I say if this information no go well with her, now me with her will go down with her. So now make you see how they paro. Now fucking information how they play. It doesn't make any sense.
Baba Sato,
I beg, can I quickly chip in something? I'm so sorry.
Wait. You know so plenty for here. You know so plenty. We'll take one after the other. Okay, Terence, I beg briefly so that I will go round.
No problem. Sachus, the reason why I support Sato to some extent against that against his point of about his point of view, we talk say they go supposed to charge Arteta for some of the lapses about the player. See, you are the pilot of the flight. You are the one piloting the affairs of the. When you say that they try to bring down the tempo, you are there for grand now. Say for you stand for the line. Tell them continue the press. Even committed talker, you continue the pressing, and you at the end of the day you go kill the game like that. Then secondly, you know when we started this commentary, I said something like, "Why on earth a fit Zinchenko will be on the bench?" That is where we started the problem for.
Yes,
you know, Zinchenko now one man will be like say if they bring more burdens into the midfield, and he knows how to break the defense of anything with his passes, with his slicky passes. So assuming that we get Zinchenko for that first half when we did in control of the game much better,
and assuming
that we get a potent striker like Eddie Nketiah for that first half, we should have been able to convert some of the chances that we had for that first half. So that is why me I get the problem with Arteta sometimes. Not that they blame her. Say now in they in charge. So now in they pilot the affairs of the team. That is it, Sachus. That is just it.
All right, before Alex I go talk and Ogachine do, then make I just read some comments. So Anthony Jasper say, guy, Arteta is not fit for this job. Arsenal is too big for him. Then Ruby is when the players were not playing well. Did he react to their lazy attitude after we scored 2? Then Okpeye me they say Arteta with rubbish tactics. Then fire me say Jorginho. Come on, I mean I do this that kind of word for this live. Then they say poor tactics. Get then John come talk say I have been saying this right from preseason that whenever Arsenal is leading, they will just relax, thinking the game is over and so on. All right, so Organic side, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, you see, this formation where Arteta just start, when they use, if you notice, towards the end of last season, you don't start that useless formation where they play. Hello? If you listen,
Yeah,
I didn't
hear you.
yeah, if you notice, last season, you don't start that formation where they use. And if you look at that formation towards the end of last season, you know, we lost some games using the same formation. I remember against Nottingham Forest, he played Partey at the right back. We lost that game. Against one or two teams like that. No, you know, we lost like 2-3 matches before the end of the season. Last season. And during the preseason, you know, he did the same thing. So I thought maybe, you know, you just want to experiment that formation. Then if that formation is not working, then we switch back to our regular formation. But, you know, the reason why I'm angry now is that this is Premiership. The league has started. Yeah. This is not preseason again. Stop this experimentation. Now, we lost 2 points now. Now we are at the back of Tottenham on the table.
Right, okay.
You get what I'm saying? What I've just figured out about this Arsenal team is that if Partey is not playing in Arsenal midfield, it's always a problem for us. We cannot see. Look at this formation. Arteta is like playing more of like a kind of defensive game. To even score now, a problem for us. You know, play your regular right back, White, to assist Saka. Once if he's not assisting Saka on the right flank, if they give the ball to Saka, you see like 2-3 people mark him. You know, if you do anything. You know, if you do anything. So you need to change this formation. If you want to win against Man U, if you go use this formation against Rashford and Anthony, we go chop him. I swear to God, we go chop him with this formation we in the play. So if the year, make it a year now. People they verse. Even for AFTV podcast, the same thing where everybody they complain about this formation we in the play. So you want to readjust. That's my own thing.
All right, Organic side. You see, some people for the comment section they talk about these tactics. Nobody here is supporting the tactics. For the pre-match analysis, I don't know how many people were there here. All of us the question say, why are we still using this same formation? Why is Partey playing right back? Why is Gabriel Magalhaes on the bench? That is what everybody was complaining. And why, like Baba Soto said, for his own opinion, the way he takes him in the blame Arteta. For me, I mentioned only one place why the blame Arteta, because all of us after first half, we were here, halftime analysis. With the complaint, say Arteta need to change this one, Arteta need to do this one. I ask everybody a question. If you were Arteta, what will you do in the second half? Everybody say, I will change this, I will change that. Baba Soto say, I will bring this in, I will bring in Fabio Vieira, I will take out Havertz. All these things 90 man do to show that he realized, okay, the first half it did not go well. I made some mistakes. Let me correct them. Second half he did those things. We advanced.
Mistake now is the hardest problem right from onset.
Yeah, the things he did. Now moving on, they can't score us corner. We can't concede 2-2. Why are we blaming him again? The only place where I understand Baba Sato when they come from, and maybe any other person that say these tactics, we should stop it. I agree with that. But this one, we say players score, they're going to relax. These people are adults. Let the players take the blame for once. Don't always blame the manager for things that happen in the field of play. See that the manager tells like I say, I bet do wrong pass when they go score Arsenal. It wasn't the manager that told him to do that. Most of the errors we made, see that the manager. That corner, Baba Sato saying no, we blame anybody. I actually blame our defenders because that thing putting Fulham plan for training session. Not the ball will go up. Now pinpoint pass to Paulina. I bet when I go rewatch that corner, it was a pinpoint pass.
Yes.
They know what they were doing.
Even commentator said
yes. It was a pinpoint pass. That's what they planned for training session, and they did it and it worked. Why were we sleeping? So sometimes don't always blame the manager. Let the players take some of our frustration, some of our anger. Make them feel it. You get? That's the way I'm saying things. You can have the floor.
Yeah.
It's me now.
I have a total different.
Oh, okay, no first. I have.
Okay, who they talk?
Go ahead.
Okay,
go
make
ahead.
Ogachi talk. I talk.
Let him finish.
I missed the count.
He's already have the floor. Yeah.
Okay.
Talk.
In my own opinion, I might be the only person standing today, and I will maintain my stand. See, that things doesn't go our way. It's not enough reason for us to give up on something.
No.
Arteta is trying to be unpredictable, and his players are gradually getting used to these new tactics. They are gradually getting used to, and he wants to do it earlier of the season, where he will play some games that will not be too harsh on him before he start meeting up like Manchester City, Manchester United, and all these people. And even today, his tactics, even the commentators said it, the domination is too much for Fulham. I didn't see anything Fulham play though, if not for that.
3 shots on goal total. Just 3.
Shut up.
I finish.
The best thing where they play. No, you talk from now. I just want clear that. Now the best thing, now the points they can collect. No, you can play dirty and win dirty.
Hold on.
Now
yes.
what do be that one?
Arsenal is a big club.
They play. Now make me one clear now. I see him. I see him.
Everybody can understand.
Yes, no.
Make I tell you, Arsenal are a big club.
Leave that story.
Make I finish. Arsenal are a big club.
Leave story.
It doesn't matter. Yes, it doesn't matter how we collect our points. But man, there is a very big difference between G-Wagon and ordinary Jeep. You understand? Both of them no go ride the same like level on the road. You understand? Arsenal must play a beautiful football. Even if sometimes it's going to be difficult, but that is their identity. You understand? So whatever you're doing, don't throw away your identity, because your identity is your trademark. Arsenal have a trademark.
But the identity is rubbish today. This information are rubbish. Leave that one.
Even though
say now, Arsenal don't already draw now. Everybody's with all of us, don't they complain. So
I never make my point
for this statues. We don't complain for this position. Not be said because Arsenal lose. And now waiting, I want me to get and clear.
Hold on.
So we are moving forward now. So let us profile solutions now. So let us start with Oga Samuel. Let us profile solutions now. Oga Samuel.
Make my point.
Baba, you don't even give me.
I never make my point.
Okay.
Just.
Hurry up, Oga Joka.
So in all these things now, where they happen, we just there here and now they argue because say Arsenal no win.
Yes.
Assuming say Arsenal can't win with this kind of dominance.
As we say, M2,
then they will go call Arteta the genius.
Make
I finish.
Speak for yourself.
I don't agree.
Speak for yourself.
You don't agree.
No, you don't talk. You don't overtalk. You don't overtalk.
Oga Joka, make Oga Joka go round. You go round. You don't get much time like that. You don't get much time.
You don't stress this talk. You don't overtalk.
Not right. Oga Joka, control your emotions. Everything no go your way. This is football.
See the game here.
I understand.
Yeah.
See the game here. Collectively, the team is to blame, including Arteta, including the players,
excluding Arteta.
Hold on, Baba Joka. If you look at the equalizing goal, that was Zinchenko. Not only that, we made a lot of mistakes. And talking about if you look at our last game, when Partey entered the middle of the park, the game changed. Partey is not good on that right back. Playing the right back, let's say talk say these guys, man, you go lick us. And that is true.
Like a pot of soup. I agree.
So what is the way forward? The way forward is, if Arteta is listening, one of my questions is, did Mongales have any issue with injury, or he had an issue with Arteta that make Arteta keeping him on the bench? not playing this formation. Just look at Saka is not even playing well because
No assist. The White. No assist.
The White is coordinating that
Hey.
side. It's not happening again. So I think Arteta needs to go back, listen to all these podcasts, all these analysis, and at least bring back our formation. What we know, you can tweak it next time, but let's try something new. When we try something new, then we'll see if it's working. If it's working, then we'll go with it. If it's not working, and then so now Oga Joka, I remember previous analysis. You were 100% criticizing what Baba Sato they talk. Baba Chus they talk about. Is it only Arteta? Is it only Arteta? Now you are not of the view. Oh, Arteta is not to blame. Arteta is not to blame.
Yes,
Arteta, Hold on.
Wait.
I don't agree.
why will you blame him?
Arteta shared the blame in terms of tactics.
Which tactics?
Come on now, look at the tactics. The tactics is not working. It's not working for
That this tactics work. Even commentator say that they played very well with this tactics, unlike a Crystal Palace. Do you listen to that?
Arsenal is fond of laxity whereby we are winning, we can protect the 3 points.
That should be our point.
This has been proven.
That should be what we are talking about. That should be what we are talking about. What would
let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let us disagree to agree or agree to disagree. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Nobody by force say Oga Joka go believe you or you go believe.
It's not the only one to blame. The whole team is a team effort. It's a team effort.
This thing we're actually do talk now. Now be the thing with me I like. Let me clarify the facts. I beg me that wait. Let me clarify the facts. When you talk about tactics, I agree. When you talk about tactics, when we talk about tactics, I agree. Arteta got it wrong from the beginning. For those waiting for the pre-match analysis, I think Baba Sato was there. Who else was there?
Yes. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was with you.
Was there? Maybe somewhere. I don't know whether Samuel
follow us. Samuel was
there. So all of us, we agree that Arteta do wrong. Like, why is Partey playing right back? Why is so calm down. All of us, they ask. Oga, calm down. Somebody do what?
Using profanity.
You know how many profanity I don't see? Everybody they vex now. But I want to arrest them. You know how many people they para for that conversation? You know the para. Me, I know the para.
I will the para, but this shouldn't be like this.
So let's move forward. See, I want to make like our audience who they watch us and people they write comments. Make una understand one thing. All of us collectively, all of us agree say the tactics is bad. We all agree it. Because after they argue, sometimes I'm going to wonder, some of us, when they say the same thing, why are we arguing? We agree that the tactics is bad. I think that is the area where they come from, say, an organic side. Say we must not continue these tactics to go and play against Manchester United.
Yes.
I can't agree. All of us agree on this one. The disagreement when me and Oga Joka, the talk is, don't only blame Arteta. Blame players.
That's the point.
That is where we are not. I know how they break so that maybe Baba Sato will understand where we come from. Make I know whether he agree, and maybe Organic self agree. Don't only blame Arteta. Not every time Arteta. Sometimes players make mistakes too, and you call the player's name and say this player self do mistake. Now it cost us. That is where me they come from, and that's where Oga Joka they come from. Let me start with Baba Sato. Baba Sato, do you understand where we are coming from?
CHUKS, now you understand. I don't understand Oga Joka. You know, where they argue, you always teach us one thing. Say, where you talk, you supposed to talk with facts. Just like the way they explain. If you explain, you talk say Saturday, Saturday, I not say what you talk. Not say I not see point on your own. Or see waiting at the try talk. Say yes, Arteta. I just want to say, just like the way they answer, say yes, we know say Arteta wrong. But the truth be say the player still wrong. And if we can't go player now, go blame player like Oga Samuel, can't go the point player. Who now still can't change and say why you go blame player? Now let you want
No. So what make us blame Samuel? No. What make us blame Samuel? Make I even explain and make Samuel even understand. If you watch when I asked Samuel, how you take see the match? Do you know how many players Samuel mentioned saying I didn't do anyhow for the match? Now only Havertz in call. Only. That is my problem. So in this 90 minutes, you did not see Saka made a mistake for us to concede. You did not see that one. The only player. No, this you say, calm down. You go talk now. Calm down. You know, say this show is recorded. It's on YouTube. Go and rewatch what you said when I asked you what is your analysis. You mentioned only Kai Havertz, but Baba Sato mentioned Havertz. Baba Sato mentioned Martinelli. He mentioned Trossard. You know, he mentioned different players. When you mention only one person, come on. Oh yeah, but
So,
Samuel,
okay,
do you understand?
This is why I mentioned Havertz. BC. Saka, we know everybody Saka do back pass. This is Saka cause our.
But say it now. You are a pundit. You should say it.
And I said, I said so when we had the first half analysis, I said Saka did a mistake and nobody's about mistake. But if you watch the game, Saka later play well, though. Exactly. Saka coming for the game, though. Saka coming for the game, though. So I look at the talk. He came in for the game.
So may I finish my line up for question where Oga Satrus asked me for now distract me. The truth be say, not be say everybody don't play well. Now the love what we get for Arsenal and that make us they argue say we don't like this thing where they happen. Not be say if everybody watch us, we are there to argue, to learn and to correct our mistake. You understand? So not be say we they quarrel or we they argue. But in the other way around, this match really pay most of all of us. May Arteta go back to his own personal drawing board. The people that is matters, like somebody like this center defense, where they pair with Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes, I mean, where they pair with Saliba. Gabriel Magalhaes supposed to come in now. Then Ben White need to go back to a personal position. I think somebody said it not too quite right. All right, just now say, not be say, because they buy one player 120 million, you can't deprive party from the main normal wing to play.
Okay. Baba Sato. Yeah. I bet no verse. I won't cut you short. I won't continue till they talk. This statistics that they play now because of how fast they play. So they play the statistics.
I know. Agree.
He said,
I don't agree, but it's your opinion. It's your opinion, but I don't agree.
That Saka was playing
that match, I go stand next match.
You know why we disagree? Alex said something. Alex said Arteta has been trying these tactics when? Last season.
Yeah.
Havertz there. Was Havertz there? So let us be. No. Let us say, you know what I like as a journalist there, and I like giving facts. You get. So let us move forward. We don't already overflow this issue.
Yeah.
Let us move forward. So for you now, Samuel, who was your best performer? For you personally, who was your best performer and who was your flop? For you personally.
For me, I would say Fabio Vieira played very well. Then my flop is Havertz. Fabio Vieira.
Okay.
He played very well. Then my flop is Havertz. Didn't play anything at all.
All right.
It was not the game.
But Sato, who be your best performer and who be your flop?
Iketa came to Kenji goal, bring his second goal. Then, which is my player of the match, I'll give Iketa because it really comes just like 3 matches we don't play now. We don't see his impact. Just like if Arteta they stand for a word where they talk, say, they change in winning team. Trust me, go for no change Iketia today. Because maybe probably I will say Iketia day early, maybe this match will not go down the way they go down. Then why if I want to give my flop, I'll give my flop to Arteta.
Okay.
Yeah, Arteta is the flop.
All right, Ogajuka, who be your player of the match and who be your flop of the match?
Okay, I want to ask a question. Is it flop or flops?
Anyone, if you see 2, you mention.
Okay.
No, Satus, if you say 2, they cause a flop now, normal flop. If you can't go the trade.
Okay, I want just for one.
Now flop.
I will not call one. No, that's why I asked my question.
No, one must.
Now one we ask. Now
I don't have one. I don't have one.
The one we worst. Mention the one out of those 2, they cannot be equal. Now mention the worst one.
If you say you don't get, you go say everybody, you don't get. That's just you must measure one.
Baba Chooks, I must not mention one
proceed.
unless you got to rephrase your question so that they
Oh, yeah, flop. I said flop. No, I say who be your best performer and who be your flop of the man. Now one person they collect the award now, not be two.
Well, I know
yeah,
the things.
like I said earlier, I want you to rephrase this question to flops. You give them a chance to mention
No,
their flops.
No. Oga Joka, let's proceed now. One person now be flop now. Two people they collect man of the match award.
You're tired for that today. Oh.
Oga, one person can never be just flop. There are
Oh, yeah, Oga
many
Joka,
flops.
talk. You have taken much time now. We don't have 43 minutes on the show already.
Thank you. First of all, I will give Edin Ketia and the Fab the player of the tournament. I mean the competition. Then when you talk about flaws, then I will have to point this guy Zinchenko for making that mistake of not marking that guy that scored that goal.
Wait, Oga Joka, make I pause you
Hold on.
first. I want to address these comments. Comments. He said, Chuks, if you want to grow, you have to improve your moderation. It's rowdy and uncoordinated. Baba, it is rowdy because people they para, it gets. So so it just be sometimes. So that's what I say. I try my best to say, I beg when I count and make everybody know they talk at the same time. We are all learning. So I believe as time they go on, we go they get more civilized because when the time we will lose, fire is on the mountain for year. Now so they be no be saying like that they be all the time with the learn. So I take your advice on the good spirit. So I'll have to continue.
Okay, so do I have the floor now?
Yeah, continue.
Okay. So I will call Zinchenko because he's supposed to mark that guy that scored that goal, that equalizing goal. That's why I called him a flop. I will call out Saka because of that back pass that lead to the first early goal. And these two people are my flops. That's the way I see it.
All right. Okay, Terence, who be your best performer and who be your flop of the match?
Yes, my best performance was Fabio Vieira because immediately he came into the game, he gave us the penalty and he gave us the assist for the second goal. While my flop of the match is definitely Kai Havertz. No disrespect to him, because on 3 occasions he had the opportunity to score and he just the fault as I don't know. So you understand, and he's so sluggish with his game. So Arsenal game
That's no good.
This is quick. Arsenal needs quickness. Like it's so sluggish. I don't think they fit into our game so far.
It's not fit for now.
Yeah, that's my flop of the game.
All right. Who be your player of the match and who be your flop of the match?
My player of the match is Nketiah for giving us the goal.
Okay.
We started leading by 2-1, but the flop of I'll give it to the entire team for making some mistakes and allowing Fulham to come back. Yes, for allowing Fulham to come back into the game, even when they are one man down. And I mean, it shouldn't happen like that. So that is it.
All right. Organic side, who be your flop of the match and who be your best performer?
We need to put some respect on Nketiah's name.
Yeah.
Goal scoring record in Emirates. And you know the thing where they pay me past say the boy, people still they look at. They still look at.
It's not
like
acknowledged. Yeah, it's not acknowledged.
Like Smolly.
Yeah.
We know they hear you loud, though. Now they hear loud.
Boss, we know they hear you.
No,
Hello?
not the air.
You know, himself, you know, he's just, you know, he's not growing beard. He just look like that Smolly face when he gets. Now he gets. You know, he's not growing beard. He's not getting mad. He just, you know, so people still see him as like a teenager. And this guy is 24 years old. And based on his goal scoring record in Emirates, you know, I will give him, you know, my favorite player of the match. And when they say the flop of the match today, I will blame Arteta because he's the architect of the problem we are having. 7 points that we have out of these 3 matches that we played now, we were just lucky to have that 7 points. First, against Nottingham Forest, we were lucky to win that match. Against Crystal Palace, we struggled. You know, to have 3 points. And today, the same thing happened. And it is because of nothing, because of the poor tactics that he's trying to implement in the team. So that is my own take.
All right, me now for my best player of the match, I think I will give Nketiah because that boy deserves all the accolades. So for the flop of the match, I will follow Babasato and I will follow Oga side. I will give it to Arteta, and the reason is this: number one, the tactics. Everybody they complain. So number two, why start Trossard ahead of Nketiah? At least Jesus don't come back. If to say na even Jesus you start ahead of Nketiah, I go feel understand. But why Trossard ahead of Nketiah and Jesus on the bench? Now, another way we are going to look and say, what is really going on behind the scenes? Is something going on between Arteta and Gabriel Magalhaes so they never really tell us?
Yes, that's what I want to say.
That's another angle where me I
think that
look
guy
at
is
from because
undisciplined.
at this point now it is unusual. It's not normal again. At this point, it's not normal again. And the final test, what I go tell know whether truly maybe they quarrel against Manchester United. If Gabriel Magalhaes no starts, I go no say them the quarrel.
Sachus,
say something.
You say Arteta is a very stubborn human being, very very stubborn. Maybe on a training ground now, maybe that one talk to Rani or tell him to do something, that one disobey. He go use that one punish him. On the name of saying one fair Pegadola, based on say Pegadola, you cannot talk to him anyhow. So now he be the lead when they lead. Because I see no reason where you go play Kive for that theory. Where you know if you go even bring Gabriel Magalhaes may go play. And that they not be that theory go play. Where I think Crystal Palace don't they baffle, don't they oppress us one can. You understand? So just like the way you said against Man U, now we really know. But if this man continue, see, in the other way, una might say Oga Samuel is biased. So. But to me, I'm seeing some point in him. Although say not they put her in a direct way. I can tell you, truthfully, say, now because of Kai Havertz, now make you see say party go they play too. You don't want disrespect him. That is where I from because if you believe say if you play normal win, pay rice, pay party, Havertz not go see chance they play.
You know,
he will come back. You understand? So you guys take it or you leave it, but that is just the truth. I just want to clear that. He say when this Samuel, although Samuel not they put on in a way based on the guy, he has his own rights. He also talk his mind. Say this guy in 2 days sluggish, meaning he not like his style of play. Meaning anything where Kai Havertz bring to the table, he not they please him. You understand? But the truth is that Kai Havertz they cause more harm for our team than good now. Presently now the truth will be that one.
So I see that point you talk, but you know where I tend to disagree from the point I see after them come out Kai Havertz, we score, we equalize. Now Kai Havertz will come from bench. I tell them they score as 2-2.
No,
if say Kai Havertz,
Sachus, with all due respect,
if say maybe the rowdiness when they talk, calm down. Everybody cannot be talking at the same time. Because you know, Babasato don't talk in your mind. I cannot force Babasato to believe me. Babasato cannot force me to believe him. That is why we are different. He don't talk why in team say then they play Havertz or then they play Rice, saying because of Havertz. Me, I couldn't let them know say that same Havertz. You know they the match when they scored the second goal. If you're saying Dana, people will still say why you still keep Kai Havertz. At least say no day. We score 1, score 2. We are leading 2-1. We are happy. We are cruising. At the end of the day, goal come from nowhere. You go call Kai Havertz for bench. So, Oga Terence wanted to say something there before Oga Joka will conclude.
Yes, Oga Sachus, with all due respect, you know they look football in that manner because of say they don't substitute Kai Havertz before they get the goal. But the truth be said, waiting Oga Samuel, we all watch the game now. Kai Havertz to this game today, as in I know the judge I'm one. I like him as a player, but I not feel the impact for the game because if you see the way and manner they play today, it just be like say all this lackadaisical attitude, like just like say the winning not the important to Ram, they put body. Okay,
this is your point. Nobody is arguing your points. Nobody is disputing what you just said.
Wait.
This is what you talk now. It's different from what you're about to talk.
I'm coming to somewhere. I'm coming to somewhere. Then you also made mention of Zaka for that goal when you can see nobody is above error. Nobody is perfect. Perfection belongs to God alone. You don't forget this same Saka when they criticize today. don't be the person where carry Arsenal for shoulder. They come because he
Nobody's
made
disputing
one
that.
error. Excuse me, sir. Let me land. Because he made one error today, and he was able to justify himself.
He came into the
Prior to
game.
the game. He played well. He came into the game. He made a lot of impact. But look at Kai Havertz. And they try to bring. I don't get any problem with Kai Havertz at all. But look at his game. There was no impact. There was no press from him. There was no shot. In fact, it was okay. See, glorious opportunity when I
All
give
the
up.
things where
Look
you
at the
talk,
way-
nobody they dispute them. So I never really see the point. I'm not disputing everything you are saying. What you are saying is different
Then
from what
what is
Babasato
that
just
your point?
said.
When you said no, sir.
Now,
I'm trying
now you
to
say you
I'm
don't
trying to
hear me.
press
You don't hear me.
statute.
Maybe
I'm
you don't
trying
hear
to
me.
press on
Look
what
at
you
what
said when
Babasato
you said
said.
Kai Havertz.
No. See what Babasato talk. You are the one mixing it. All the things we talk, I know dispute them. Babasato said
Okay.
the reason why they played Kai Havertz was because of Declan Rice. Babasato, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yes.
You were right.
Yes.
It's not what you are saying. So me, I can't tell Babasato say this Declan, this is a high verse now. He don't even did the second half. And moreover, Arteta don't they play party for right back since last season. Even on Galec side, see him. So all the thing where you talk now, I don't dispute them. We are all on the same page. So I don't understand. That is the major thing we have here most times is
you
maybe
remember for the
communication.
pre-match analysis.
Okay.
You remember for the pre-match analysis when I said, for God's sake, why will Arteta take Thomas Partey? I beg, I don't know how many of them are there for the pre-match analysis. When I talk about that Thomas Partey and
why in the
I
plan for right back?
for God's sake, when you have a fit Zinchenko, why don't draft Zinchenko for the number 3 position?
I
Take
agree
Partey
with
to the
you,
middle of the
Baba.
park. Then,
I agree.
Wait now. Okay, continue.
I agree with you. This point where they make now, I know disputes. I don't already talk and before you came that we use the wrong tact. Okay, look at when I said who I give my flop of the match. Who did I give?
You gave
remember. What reasons did I give? What reasons did I give? Wrong tactics. What does wrong tactics mean? Playing Partey as right back, dropping Gabriel Magalhaes on the bench, starting Trossard ahead of Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus. I said all that. I don't know why you disagree with me when I did the same page with you.
No, man, I don't disagree with you. No. You know they get me. They try to talk on the point when you talk, say, Kai Havertz not there when they get. And I say they don't see football like that. Say because they're not there, they can't not do anything wrong for the game. No, that is not it. Now they try to bring out. That's the point I'm trying to bring out. Because he come out, the coach say he not do anything wrong for the game. No, he was not in the game. But you saw the impact of those what they used to do in substitute. You saw what the impact that they made, even within the short time where they put them into the game. Now they try to tell you, say that one not justify football. That is my
so
point.
Your points
not
now.
listen to me. That's how you talk. Say you not see.
In totality, your points now is correct me if I'm wrong. Saka made an error, but because he did well later, then the error should not be mentioned.
No, not that. Why I'm saying this, you are always citing Saka, citing whoever like in the game. Say why we not they blame them?
Martinelli and Trossard, yeah.
The fact says Saka later play well does not change the fact that he made an error that led to a goal.
Saka later play,
Baba, it doesn't change the fact that he made an error that led to a goal. Baba, we know they argue say Havertz no play well. Arteta remove after 56 minutes, which means Arteta understand that Havertz was not in the game. We agree on that. The disagreement now is people are saying don't mention Saka like Samuel because he later played well. Don't mention it.
You know if you don't mention Saka, no. You must mention the error.
You must mention the error. He led to a goal.
That led to a goal, yes. You must talk about the error.
Can we change the trajectory of this analysis? Like, for instance,
Baba, now final thoughts we did now because we don't do live for a very long time. And you know, say na data people they watch this show. You know, they easy. So let me start from Ogachino. Ogachino, please your final thoughts. Yes, because we don't do live for 56 minutes, going to 1 hour. Baba, you know easy. You know easy. Yes.
First of all, Baba, I will give you the kudos. You know, it's not easy to moderate. You know, both comments. A lot of fans is just blasting us.
People they para now.
So people they para. It's not easy. Now, what I wanted to say is this: if you guys look at Arsenal team, there are folks that is not good to start the game. but they can be better in the second half coming in. Somebody like Trossard is always good when he come in. Maybe I would say Kai Havertz might make a very good impact if he comes in now, because we've been starting for 3 games now, and if you look at the fan base, everybody's talking about Kai Havertz. Let Arteta listen, at least. Yeah, and also I believe that
even if not one game, make I have myself no play, no see.
Make it no play. Make we see. Something like that. Make Havertz not even play 1 game, or make it come in second half. But see, mark my point. When Havertz go score like 2 goals or 3 goals in a match, Arsenal fan base go explode.
No, man. He did preseason. They score for us now.
Yeah, make it score for the league.
Yeah.
All right, so Oga left side, what are your final thoughts? Oga, your mic they mute. Unmute your mic. If that's Oga left side, know they hear also.
Hello?
Oga left side, what are your final thoughts?
My final thought is that Arteta should reevaluate his tactics, because all this argument we they argue since morning is based on these tactics. If you have used the right tactics right from the onset of this game, maybe first half you don't lead 2 or 3-0, then second half you can now implement whatever tactic you want to implement. That time we know that we are comfortable by securing the 3 points. So you need to work on the tactic. Against Man U, make no go try this tactics. So you go chop am. I still talk am. Yeah. So that's my own thoughts on it.
Oga Joka, what's your final thoughts?
Yes, I greet everybody where their room, where they talk about their
Great too.
everything everybody don't talk. It really makes sense from their own point of view.
Yeah.
There is no way we all agree in one thing. It's usually hard, and that's why is a punditry. Even if when you look at other broadcasts, you see other pundits, they disagree, they agree, and they disagree. All of them can never agree on one thing.
True.
Secondly, I want us to put our emotions on check. It's very, very important. So that will help us to be able to analyze better when a player is playing better and when a player is playing, woefully. Then thirdly, with the issue of Gabriel Magalhaes on the bench, there are so many things that the guy being on the bench, it might be the guy have probably maybe a minor injury that Arteta is managing him, or it could be the guy is facing a disciplinary action which Arteta don't want to come out in public and say that this guy is going through a disciplinary action. So all these things are what could be a problem why Arteta want to bench him, But now, what we'll be talking about is in our next match. We have drawn this game. We don't want to lose in our next match. So I believe he is watching this program. He will be able to dissect it, analyze it, and pick some points that he think will be useful for him, and then implement it in the next game so that we see a result. I also am of the opinion that this guy should be benched, Havertz, because the guy have, kind of endured a lot of criticism from different people, because of maybe they don't like him or maybe because he's not playing well. Let him drop him. Let him stick with his man formation that he was using before. Let's see how it goes. But let's not forget that by the time or maybe when we lose without formation, let's not just complain and say you should have used this person, you should have used this person. You should. If we all should, like we always talk. Put yourself in the shoe, and then you are a manager. You see something and be like, okay, let me try this, and then you may try it works, and it may not work. But what is our reaction when it's not working? how do we approach our reaction? Do we, go about it in a wrong way, trying to make a point, or do we go about it in a right way, trying to make a constructive criticism to help the manager see that he's making a mistake? I don't want to mention Oga Sam, but I want to say this. When you want to criticize a player, give a player a constructive criticism, because the way you talk about Havertz, it all indicates that you don't like Havertz. That's the way me personally I
He
see
has
it.
already said that he doesn't like
You
him before
understand?
even he joined
So
Arsenal. So
each time you are asked about your flop of the match and Havertz play, I'm already putting at the back of my mind that your flop of the match always will be Havertz, even when he score goal. If he like to score,
I see him assist.
you
I see him
understand? That's
assist
how
for
I see
goals. I see him contribute to
it.
the team. That's when I will know that he's playing.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I'm not saying you. That's
see,
your opinion.
even
they will give him.
that's your opinion.
That's your
Oga Shuka, you
opinion.
don't talk too much.
So,
You don't talk too much.
so overall, I'm encouraging Arteta to make improvement with his tactics, so we could see a result in our next match. So that's my final
Correct.
thought.
Oga Sato, your final thoughts.
The truth be said, so I choose before I will carry on with my thoughts. I want to ask you and every other person where they feel say maybe if some other people bring their opinion, they be like say maybe they be like saying hatred and the rest. For these 3 matches we don't play, can you tell me one
Oga Sato,
important thing?
we don't
No,
be
one
live. As you
okay,
ask this question,
okay,
everybody now won't respond.
okay. So okay, no, because
You
that's what I
said you
want to
said
show
you
the
ask
point
me
of many.
now. You said that you won't ask now. Only me will respond. You say
As
me
if
and
I
all
choose,
that.
okay. Me, I forget about that one. The truth be say, not be say anybody not like Havertz or whatever. Why we not try other person like Trossard
For them.
or Rice, for that Kai Havertz too? May they play like where Granit Xhaka, they go inside, where go they attack. Why we not try other person like that? Most see that go work. As in that Granit Xhaka wing where Kai Havertz dey so.
Okay.
Because when party dey there, I see where Granit Xhaka dey there, Granit Xhaka they run, they enter midfield, they like one score, which is exactly thing where Havertz they do now. Based on Havertz is too sluggish, Havertz not get strength. I believe say Naime cannot if he give us that vibe. You understand?
Okay.
When it comes to hold on play and long ball for heading, is okay, which is he have some useful things for us where we need from her. But when it
God
comes
bless
to
you. That is
sometimes,
the type of talk I want to hear.
okay,
You see
thank
what
you,
you
sir.
talk now? He do this
I
one good. He do this side bad. Not just he do everything bad. Do you see the good thing you did now? You talk about his strengths and you talk about his weaknesses. Not some people when they say 100% weak bad, they don't see an atom of good. Carry on.
But the strength is not helping us. It's
Make him
not helping
finish now. Make him finish. Make him finish.
Make it finish. Everybody get what to say now.
So in the other way around, at least if we still try other person like that, so maybe if we don't the lead, say maybe the pressure too much, we feel bring Harvest, make on they do those hold up playing and those heading ball. Which in the other way around, I never hear one day criticize and say no good. I they always stand in that angle. But in my own criticism to round, based on if you don't tire, make them they come out time. I don't know whether they know Sachus or Gajo Kata, they always say this word. I know they criticize and say no good. Sometimes, if you don't give
Baba
us what
Sato, we know where you stand. We know where you stand.
so I just want
If
to
you
clear that.
get
So above all, today match, at least sometimes it doesn't matter for we to win all match. Either you win dirty
oh,
or you draw
you can't
dirty.
win all. That's
You
true.
can't win all match.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but more go back to
Yeah.
our drawing board. More not play like this again next time. That is just it.
All right, I think Oga Terence never give us a final thoughts. Abi?
No, I never give. No, I never give.
Yeah.
I never give.
Well, I beg briefly. Time don't pass 1 hour.
No problem. I just do a quick. My final thought is that as fans of Arsenal Football Club, we should all brace up ourselves for anything that happens in any particular match, whether a win, a loss, or a draw. We should take it in good faith. And when we come here to analyze the match, we should not be bittered while analyzing matches like this. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. It's part of football. Then secondly, I think Arteta should, like what my brother Oga Sato just talked just now, Arteta should go back to the drawing board. Look at where we actually got it wrong today. Then
Yes, I'm fixed,
make
brother.
some kind of correction and make sure say the next match we are able to get it. Then the third one finally, which is the Mogalex, this thing, whatever is the problem, whether it be an issue of training, this thing, or whether an injury. But if I feel a problem between him and Arteta, you don't throw away a child with the bathwater. Whatever it is, as a father, when you beat up a child with your right hand, you draw him closer to your left hand. Because at the end of the day, you still stand the chance of losing your job while the player will continue to play for the same team. So if you know is your player that wins you a match, put him and forget about whatever has happened today. They say let bygone be bygone, and let us form a formidable team that can give us the trophy. That is it.
All right, as I give my final thoughts, I want to address these comments and some other comments will resemble these comments for the comment section. Now, Oga Usman, the Dr. CHUKS, please try to understand that you are the master of the floor. So try to be neutral because it is obvious that you don't want people to talk bad. But I talk you won't put there to talk bad on Havertz. No, that's not where I'm coming from. You get? I'm a very, very objective person and I don't use my emotions to analyze. I use logic. We all agree that Havertz, not just Havertz was not the best player on the match. If you check 56 minutes, 58 minutes, Arteta made 3 changes, which means 3 people were not doing their job right. He made 3 changes. That is where I'm coming from. Assuming Arteta made 1 change, we say, okay, now that 1 person, they do anyhow. For the halftime analysis, all of us, we give Arteta advice, say, make changes. Baba Seto mentioned like 3 players. Come on, Havertz, come on, Trossard, come on, this one. All those things now Arteta, which means Arteta on his own understand, say, these 3 players, they know they the game for the first half. Make I commode them. Put 3 other players who can't do well. My argument is not about Havertz. My argument is don't only scapegoat 1 player. When in that match, it wasn't only that 1 player that was not playing well. That is where I'm coming from. When you scapegoat 1, if in a match, 3 people make mistake, you mention 1 player, that is not objective analysis. That's where I'm coming from. Look at this match. Who made the biggest error in this match? Is it Havertz? Do you get the point? That's where I'm coming from. It's not Havertz and my papa brother. You don't be like say I support only Havertz. No. What I'm saying is, okay, let us use this match as a case study. Who made the biggest mistake in this match? Which of us will mention Havertz? The biggest mistake in this match. Who made it? Is it Havertz? Or why is it that Havertz is the one trending? That is where I'm coming from. Wait,
let me. I want to say my final thought.
Try may you read comments because many people they.
That's why I say these comments and other ones will resemble them because comments plenty. I cannot look at all of them. We don't do 1 minute, 1 hour, 10 seconds. Why are they addressing this thing? Say, and they let people know say, myself, I know say Havertz going to do well. All I've been saying from the beginning is give him more time. If players do well, but they give him more time. I don't know whether I don't understand me. All I've been saying from day 1 is what? Is it not more patience?
Yeah, you've been saying like up to 10 games.
If player they do well, you go to give him more time. Have you ever heard me say give Rice more time? Have you ever heard me say give Saliba more time? Have you ever heard me say that? But why am I saying give Havertz more time? Because I recognize that he's not doing well. Give him time to do well. So most times, most people will vex for me. It is either they don't understand what I'm saying. We are all on the same page. Just that I believe that Kai Havertz is not doing well. Samuel believes that Kai Havertz is not doing well. The difference between me and Samuel is I want to give the player more time. Samuel doesn't want to give the player more time. That's the difference.
Because
we all agree he's not doing well. And now we have agreed now. Now we don't agree say make we rest time for 1 match. We said that in this show that we should rest Kai Havertz for 1 match. Let us try other people and see. I agree. So I don't see any issue. So most people are really misunderstanding me. On my own, we say give him time. But if we collectively say we don't want to give him time, so fine and good. So everybody gets to talk. Comments yakpa to check. We don't do 1 hour, 12 minutes on the show. If you watch, the viewers going to drop because it is not easy to burn data for 1 hour. Come on. Me and Nigeria with it, you know, they're easy. So I think this is the perfect space for us to call the show and end. I thank Oga Samuel, Baba Sato, Terence, Oga Joker, Oga Lakeside, Oga Chinedu, and our community members.
Great man.
Everybody contributing to the show. I like as everybody get their own diverse opinion. It makes the show interesting. So special kudos to you all and the support.
Thank you. Oga Joker, I start you today. You now so.
No.